Thank you, sir.
That's not vodka.
Might as well be. All right, welcome to Zen Mystery TV. I think we're moving into our episode 7, I think.
No idea. 7 or 8, somewhere.
Somewhere around that region, isn't it? So interesting things. Here we're back and we're hearing all kinds of interesting noises, including the fountain. The little fountain will go ahead and go quiet for us for a moment. We have also a bit of an audience out there as well. Carlos Sandonia, this is Dennis Sukhanov.
And you know, Zen Mystery, having some organic tea.
Yes, we are. Having Zen Mystery.
Zen Mystery in a liquid form.
Yes, exactly.
Just taking it in.
Drinking Zen Mystery.
So, what do you got for us this week?
Actually, I wanted to know what you had first, and then I was going to follow up. Or did you want to do the reverse?
It doesn't
You want
matter.
to think about things a little, gather yourself for a moment?
I'm not very prepared today. But let's take it. I was driving. I was like, what do I talk about today? I was driving and I saw a brand new McDonald's sprouting, right?
Oh, nice.
And then it brought my attention, like, fast food restaurants are going up, banks are going up. Like, every corner they're building a bank. Now, or fast food joints. Like, there's a couple of banks they're just building everywhere in South Florida.
Interesting.
So what brought my attention is that I've been thinking for a while is that we live in an era of convenience, and we live in a culture of super convenience. Right? So everything's super convenient.
Mm-hmm. And that's bad.
It's not bad. Everything's super convenient.
Wonderful.
What's not convenient is what's good for you. It's not convenient. Only stuff that's bad for you is convenient, you know.
Interesting.
Trying to suck you into consumerism, make your miserable life more bearable. It's convenient, but it's miserable. So, you know, it's hard to find Zen Mystery. Nobody can find it. Yeah.
Nice. Like, come back around. Nice. Nicely done.
It's hard to find our place, but that's not the point. The point is it's hard. You have to make an effort, and it's always been the same. The masters used to hide in the mountains. Little New Age shops and meditation centers are hidden away somewhere behind the popular shopping plazas. So what I want to talk about is that people making an effort to be on a spiritual path, or on a health path. And what would be the steps? What would they have to do? Let's say, you know, you're hungry, and you pass
Spiritually and
or physically.
bodily. Okay.
You're a little hungry, and you're like, boom, fast food joint. Oh, I don't have a lot of money. Boom, bang. Nice, give them cash. You have to use your card. Whatever.
Okay.
Or you have to go to a health food restaurant. You got to plan. You got to think ahead. Maybe prepare. You know your area. Have a little Happy Cow app on your phone. Find your little see how far you away. Plan days, weeks ahead. When you travel, planning ahead. You know, we've traveled. In the last few years, we've traveled a lot. We've been in Russia. We've been in Colombia. We've been all over the United States.
That's him and Lena, not me. He hasn't taken me along. Just left me behind.
You've been missing an act. I don't know.
I've been MIA. I've been on my journey.
You've been eating fast food. I know you.
Now and then.
So
there's a time for convenience.
So we worked out some systems on what to do. I mean, we've traveled to powerful places. Even when we travel to visit family, when it happened the last couple of trips, when in Russia, we actually built visiting family around going to spiritual places, going to powerful places, researching ahead, you know, visiting some websites, looking what places are chakras of the world. One of these days I'll launch worldchakras.com. One of these days it's going to come out. It's another little plug, but it's not ready yet.
Worldchakras.com. From Zen Mystery.
So all the powerful places are going to be there. So we would plan and investigate by books and plan where to go ahead of time. So planning is good. Use your left brain. Is it left brain? The one that
I forget all the time.
Use the one that's planning. And then use the other side
Good
to enjoy the trip. Whatever side that is. So same goes with the food when you're looking around for food. So what happened is we would go on a trip, and I would research restaurant ahead of time. So in all the major cities, you will find at least one Hare Krishna restaurant. So you got covered some Indian food, some vegetarian Indian food. You got it. Even small, even large city, small city, large town, you got Indian food. All over the world. Russia, Colombia, Hare Krishna food, you got
A
it.
little tough, I'd imagine, but possible.
Is there? Is there? I found.
Nice.
So Santa
But the
Maria,
rest of the
Colombia.
time, you're eating potatoes, I think. I heard some stories. You're having a lot of
No, not potatoes.
potatoes. What?
In Russia,
I
Lena
had a
was
lot of
eating
onion salads.
boiled buckwheat. Lena was eating, and I was eating a lot of tomato salad,
A lot of tomatoes.
some tomato onion salad.
Mm.
So it's okay.
Which they have now is in mystery.
Yeah.
Russian tomato salad. I think that's still going on.
People are gonna quit. We're promoting too much.
I think so.
So
This is the promotional episode.
so that's it. So I wanted to give a few tips. So then you get to the point where there's not a lot of stuff to see, like the cities and the towns that's what you do. What you find if you're in a health care and you want to be healthy, you find the most expensive restaurant you can find. And remember, you're in countries, you're in a third world countries. Expensive restaurants, expensive for them.
Right.
It's about regular prices here. And if it's steak,
At least for the time being. You know, seeing as we're
so
at the scaling pretty soon, maybe.
steak is very expensive in that restaurant. However, you get a phenomenal salad, $5, which is a lot of money if you're in Colombia, for example, for them. But for
Okay.
you, it's okay. You sneak an avocado in there, and I think you're supposed to in the can.
There's people leaving. I'm gonna maybe wave and say goodbye.
So,
They're on their merry way. Doesn't
So-
matter, I said goodbye.
So you do find the most expensive restaurant. You walk in, like American tourists or European tourists like myself, and they welcome you because you don't.
You
even
consider
if you
yourself an American tourist?
I'm a European looking tourist. Now I look like a bum. They look twice at me with a little, my little hair and all hair. So that's my tips. And spiritually, well, look around, do a little research, and find the places that attract you, and don't give up. Find them. Don't give up halfway through.
You know, several things occurred to me while you were talking to me. There's one of the things that happens with convenience is that the thing that keeps you from being able to plan ahead a lot of time, I think, has to do with having a lot of being very scattered. So one of the things that's the antidote for being scatter-minded and being caught unawares out there is to have good spiritual practice. So always using that to kind of anchor you. I was kind of contemplating a sense recently that, you know, I think I definitely have the danger of kind of feeling like I'm spread too thin. It was said, you remember, there's a gentleman that arrived and paid us a visit, talking about that I do have the habit of saying yes to everything, and kind of going a lot of directions at the same time. And I think it even re-emphasized, you know, the need for me to, you know, recultivate and reassert my own spiritual practice. And I think that really helps me in keeping from getting so scattered.
So to add to what you're saying, I think, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'll do it myself. I'll do it at home. And it's like, oh, I'll do it at home, and it's, you know, I have time, and you know, I always have time. But discipline would be even hard. So I know it's more expensive. Find something nearby, meditation center, yoga studio, and go and do it
Get some
regularly.
help.
Get a little, you know, that little discipline will help a little bit. You know, I mean, pay ahead. Maybe like pay for a certain amount of classes ahead or a month ahead. And you're like, oh, I paid already. I gotta go. You know, don't leave it.
I mean, it doesn't.
Find like
It
a
always helps.
little
You have
sangha, you
to
know?
have a sangha, find a community, but I think also, and that kind of helps in a certain way. But of course, we all have our moments. We go ahead and we sign up for our gym. We sign up where we are, and then we don't go. Go a couple times, and then all of a sudden life takes over. I think if you, either way, we come back to the idea of effort and needing to make an effort to actually turn it into something automatic that we do daily. Just like brushing your teeth, just like taking a shower, it's something that should be like a part of life in and of itself. So I thought that was interesting. I think for me that creates a lot of space and lets me be able to do things like planning and this sort of thing. Not caught unawares by things.
I mean, I'm almost doing like a what do you need to do if you don't have enough energy and discipline? I think you need to find a little support. You like a little sprout,
Yeah.
grow, and you need a little protection.
Sure.
So find a group of friends that kind of can support what you're doing, whatever you're doing, whatever is your thing,
Yeah.
and do that. And then later you can get to the point where you can do it yourself. But in the beginning, a little support, I think it goes a long way. And anything you do.
Sure. Now I think that leads into my subject, which had to do with the place of art in our lives. And I think it's very beautiful. And actually it made me think of you, it made me think of, as in mystery, something that was recently posted. Banksy is kind of launched a month-long attack on New York. Banksy is an artist who was first known as for his graffiti art, for his street art. And a lot of his stuff is very...
Attack like he's going to go spray paint the whole city?
Well, very interesting, but
Are they following him around?
No, no, they can't find him. Sometimes people that just wake up in the morning and there's a new piece somewhere.
So they don't know where he lives?
No, and nobody knows his identity. Through the Mint District in New York right now, and for all this month, throughout New York, there is several different art pieces. And one of the art pieces is a moving art piece, which is a giant cart that they would carry usually pigs or animals for slaughter. And what it is, it's stuffed with stuffed animals, cute little stuffed animals. And there's a huge speaker that's blaring out the cries of cartoon stuffed animals trying to get out of this cart. And they're talking about how disturbing this is for people. And it has what they've been doing very uniquely is that with each of the different installations throughout the city, they have a number. And it says, to enhance your experience, call this number on your cell phone. And while you're looking at the art piece, there's some additional information that you get on the phone. Kind of recording of sorts. So I thought, for Zen Mystery, which is, well, it made me think of Zen Mystery being vegetarian and everything like that it would be beautiful to kind of bring up the part that, or the place that art has, especially conscious art, has in life. Something that kind of, in the regular, convenient, kind of cross-wired brains that we've got wandering around in the world, that kind of art exists out there.
It kind of reminded me of a couple of stories that I saw online. So it reminded me of a Chipotle commercial. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I have. Gorgeous. Really good.
It's like a conscious, like social change kind of commercial where they talk about the brutality of commercial farms.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how conscious Chipotle are themselves. I didn't do research, but they've been pioneers of bringing fresh and
organic food.
Organic. I don't know. I don't even know if they're 100% organic, but
Right.
at least they're trying to stay away from
Raise awareness in that way
awareness.
somehow.
And the commercial is phenomenal.
Hmm.
And it's not even a commercial; it's like a little cartoon. It's like a phenomenal cartoon.
Well, one of the things that
So I would urge it. We'll post it on the notes to check out that, and they kind of show that little character there discovering what's going on in the real world. It's really cool.
And, I think what it kind of comes back to is that there's a lot of people, and I think, I'm included in, amongst this group myself, which I'm very interested and very intrigued in conscious art and doing something that brings awareness into the midst of our lives, it reminds me of something it just stunned me. There was one art piece by Banksy himself that he did it was in a museum. And what it was a beautiful pastoral, basically it's a painting of the beautiful countryside, right? Gorgeous, beautiful countryside. And he had this painting put up amongst another bunch of paintings. And in the middle of this painting was a spray painted cutout of a warship, helicopter, like flying through the valley and about to bomb this beautiful valley. And it was absolutely freaking stunning. And it was just, I don't know, it's such an extraordinary thing to lend your energy and to lend your attention to take something that you assume to be every day and to actually bring some, a little bit of shock, a little little reality of the situation.
So that brings me to a Zen story that I've told you before.
Oh, good Zen story. Bring it.
It's a good story, Zen story. So, back in the day in the East, in Japan, if somebody would, an artist would,
I remember this.
they would bring an artist, somebody have issues, to a Zen master. Somebody go crazy or something.
Well, you gotta start with the artist. It's somebody who has issues who happens to do art. Go ahead. I don't take on the artist.
Not so art.
Yeah,
Not the artist. They would bring them.
Unlike me.
Now I'm like, I should have brushed up on my stories. Who did they bring again? Well, somebody who knows how to draw for sure. And I think if they were a little crazy, instead of a psychiatrist, they would bring him to a Zen master, right? Maybe schizophrenic, bipolar disorder, something like that. I don't know. They would bring in, instead of bringing him, giving him a lot of drugs. Oh, and you have drugs back then.
Yeah.
They didn't have any choice.
Then you're out of luck.
They're like, should we throw him in the river or take him to a Zen master? I don't know what they were doing.
I think they wouldn't throw them in a river. They were pretty certain about their different options. They just lop off the head. It's like a little samurai would look and say, "This guy's useless."
So
That's it.
They would bring the Zen master and they put him in and they give him the best. If it's an artist, they'll give him the best room with the best view. You know, because artists, as talented they would be like basically useless in real life. They wouldn't be necessarily be meditative. And the whole idea of conscious art, how to make art conscious. What's the steps? So the master that gets headed, figure it out. So they would give them all the tools to paint, and they would give them the best little hut and the best view, and they still paint. And then that master would come in every day and look at their painting, and then they would look and check it out, and then they'll burn it. And they would keep going in every day until they see meditation coming through in their art, and then they'll keep. So I think that's a beautiful way to finish our show, unless you have some other stories to share.
No, I think that's a beautiful thing. I mean, my whole thing is that
Are you going to argue
when
back?
you talk, I'm not going to argue back. I'm going to kind of extrapolate. Are you expecting me to argue back?
We're not going to finish the show on like Zen Master? You're like, no! It's okay, go ahead.
Well, thank you. My comment on that would be that I think
You don't
that,
want to burn your art.
well, not all of it. You know, I've definitely gotten rid of some of it. And some of it will never see the light of day, I swear to you. You know, I find that whether or not it has a meditative quality, for me a meditative quality is that it has a touchstone, a fundamental touchstone in reality. That it's not stuck in the illusion that's going on behind the eyes. I had a wonderful, beautiful moment. It happens just naturally that I arrived here right before the show, and I've been journaling this morning and thinking about a lot of things having to do with the sense of uncertainty that I've been feeling lately. You know, and I have the certainty coming in during meditation, and the uncertainty kind of crowding out and over when I'm like outside of my meditation. You know, or even, you know, just moments of presence and moments of illusion. And I'm sitting here just kind of relaxing in the Zen meditation room over here. And I was looking through the cards, these animal cards, animal spirit cards, which are very beautiful. And I said, you know, there's a monkey on there. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to try another animal. You know, there's got to be something else that's kind of cool. And I shuffle the cards, and it comes up, and I'm shuffling them, you know, with my eyes closed, and, you know, Hanuman comes up over again.
You pull the same card?
Yeah,
Same
the
card?
same exact card.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, this is interesting. So I go ahead and I look at it, and what it is, it reemphasized that I'm trying to avoid something which is just present. And then I suddenly kind of stepped out of the, you know, what it is that I'm preferring, and relaxed into the moment. And it looks like I had a moment where I actually looked at the room itself, rather than trying to look at the room through my thoughts and what's going on. And I just, for a moment, just relaxed into just being there with it. And I think it just kind of, it's like I looked at the bell that you use to ring, the gong that you ring, and it was like, okay, there's like the gong ringing. It's like, here I am, let's just enjoy the moment. I'm here and I'm present. There was like a meditative moment, and I think that's what it reminded me of when you said the story, that it can be distracting for people sometimes when they think, or I think sometimes, that meditation is something that's abstract. You know, that the meditation master would go there and say, oh, it has a meditative quality, what does that mean? For a lot of us it's an abstraction, and I guess
He's still doing well. Yeah. Still alive.
I wanted to point out that it really, for me, and I think in and of itself, meditative awareness is the opposite of an abstraction. It's reality itself. It's the ground of being.
No smoking there.
No smoke and mirrors, just being.
See.
So I thought that was beautiful. I wanted to share that. So no arguments. I just wanted to share.
I don't want
I
to.
just wanted to
You know,
share.
I don't wonder what it means in mythology.
I was actually gonna. I know a little bit of it.
He rips his heart open, and Sita in Rome is there, and so
Mm.
much devotion to the universe and what Sita and Rome represent. So it's really cool. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We're keeping it short this time.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how long is the previous episode. 2 episodes ago, we were like at 40 minutes.
I say we're practicing for a feature-length film,
Okay.
which hopefully we make more exciting if we do.
So this is Carlos Mondoni and Dennis Hanov of Zen Mystery and
Yes.
emeraldnetart.com. Check us out, and we hope to see you soon. Or you
Yes.
see us soon.
Yeah.
You see us soon. Namaste.
Namaste.